Hey everybody, Joy here. It is the Sunday after Christmas, December 27, 2020. I actually have two videos going up today. As you know, there's already one there that's going to go live at 3:30 p.m. today. It's a real short one. I think it's less than a minute long. I probably won't put this one up until after that one's all done and the you know what is already decided. So do you notice anything different? Anything different? No, it's not me. It's my quilt. My quilt is all done. Praise the Lord. I am so excited. I think it's the prettiest quilt, one of the best I've ever made, because it's kind of a two-color quilt, and I really like that. I got all of the binding put on yesterday. It took me hours and hours. Somebody said, show us how you put the binding on. Well, a lot of you may not want to know how I put the binding on, because you know I'm a perfectionist, and I have to have everything just. And there's easier ways to do binding than the way I do it, I'm sure. Becky just told me she put hers on with her long arm. Oh, I can't even imagine. It would look like, I don't know, a zigzag row going up and down the quilt. Jerry helped me hang it up, isn't he cute? Bless his heart, he's still healing from all of those skin things that he had to have frozen off. Let me take a sip of. Why aren't you using your new Pioneer Woman mugs? Because they're all downstairs and I don't have room for another mug up here. We're going to have to do mug sorting at some point in this house. I am going to load some more Goodwill bags today, and then sometime this week we'll take them to Goodwill, because I don't have any place for all those pots and pans. Now my old pots and pans were those copper colored ones. There was a name for them, but I can't remember what their name was. And I really liked them when they were new. And I like them because they're deep and they didn't stick. But as all non-stick that I've ever had in my life, the sticky stuff, the non-stick stuff is coming off and the stuff sticks, and I don't like it. So that's kind of why Jerry knew I was looking for some new pots and pans. I probably would not have bought those. I probably would have bought some more of the copper ones, thrown away the ones that didn't, you know, were sticking, and just replace those. But it's okay, it's okay. All new pans is fine. They weren't real expensive. They weren't real expensive at all. The whole set was like 100 and something, little like 105 for all the pots and the pans and the lids and the spatulas, and two things I've never ever had. You guys are going to have to give me some help now, because there was a, what do you call those, iron? They're black and they're iron skillets, I think. I'm not sure what you call them, but anyway, I've never had one. That Pioneer Woman set came with a little one, like about this big. It must weigh 10 pounds. It is so heavy. And then it came with these two little dishes, like you would put, I don't know, you couldn't feed over 2 people with them, and you put some kind of stuff in them and cook them in the oven. They're like little tiny casserole dishes, and they're that, is it cast iron? And I have learned sometime in my life that you can't wash cast iron with soap and water. And it's probably not called that. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to have any pots and pans you can't wash with soap and water. That's just not going to be it. And you have to like pre-treat them. You have to, I don't know how you clean them to start with, but then you have to like oil them, and then you have to like bake them in the oven for days or something. I don't know. That just seemed like a major amount of trouble to me. And I doubt very much that they're non-stick. They'd make great weapons, actually. Hit somebody over the head with that, boy. They would know it. So, I just wanted to show you my new. And you all know this is Pioneer Woman. Delete that. Just erase that right out of your brain. everything isn't Pioneer Woman in this house. This is Edyta Sitar's Winter Village pattern. And I got it as a block of the month from Missouri Star Quilt Company, probably 2 years ago. And so every month you got a block, and every block is like this wide. So this is one block, this is one block, this is one block. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there was 8 blocks, which is really more than one house. And then there was the applique that already had the sticky on the back, my favorite, which supposedly I can do now with my scan and cut. My scan and cut is still wrapped up underneath the tree. I'm afraid to open it. Oh. You know, there are no stores around here. And so if there's something that it needs in order for me to use it, I'm not going to be able to go get it. I'll have to go clear to Sherman to buy it at Hobby Lobby or Joann or someplace. Or order it online. But I don't know, I kind of have to be in the mood. I've been watching, I started out watching videos from this, I think her name is Julie Fayfan Balzer. Something like that. It's a strange name, that's why I remember it. Julie Fayfan Balzer. I don't care for her videos. I can't even tell you why I don't care for them. But I just, you know, I watched a few and I thought, eh. But then, because I watched that, you know how YouTube is. You know how you watch a video and then the next time you go to YouTube, there's a whole bunch more just like it. Well, there were videos there from this YouTube channel called Papered. You know, like pampered, but it's papered because it's scan and cut. Papered Chef, I think is her name. She is a very, very good teacher. And she talks about the difference between the old model and the new model. Nobody has my model that has the F after the name. And the F was supposed to be for fabric. So, I'm assuming that you can do anything with it. Jeffrey said, oh, I can tell you how to do it. They all have the same thing. So, Jeffrey and who else in my life? Becky. Becky and Jeffrey both have scan and cuts. So, someone will help me. And since this is here, can I tell you about this? I told you about this when I got it. This iron here. This iron doesn't have a cord on it. The cord is on this part. So you plug this part in. It has a cord right there. So you plug that part in. Then you can lift the iron and take it somewhere. You can like take it over there or take it over there or take it over there. And it's amazing. Amazing. Let me see, how does it go in here? I used it for my quilt. You gotta have this. Let me show you what else you have to have. Tara Bear got me this for Christmas. I think it was last year. It was my birthday or Christmas one. And this is like a traveling ironing board. And this is your traveling cordless iron. So, my quilt was bigger than my ironing board, of course. So I laid it out on this table and I put this underneath it and moved it along. And then I took my iron and ironed it as I went when I was doing my binding. So, very awesome, very helpful. I really was excited to have those two tools yesterday. So let's see, how does this close? Remember last time I tried to close it? Oh look, you just put it on and it closes. Isn't that nice? I just think that's the cutest thing of all. It looks like it's kind of wet inside, but I don't know why, because I didn't put any water in it. I think I'm going to open it up and let it dry out. You don't need water for quilting, you just need hot cotton, right? So, I just wanted to tell you, my quilt is done, Christmas is put away, and I'm just super excited. So next up is the butterflies. I'm going to bring the butterflies out because now I have the scan and cut, And between Jeffrey and Becky and that papered chef lady, hopefully I can figure out how to get the scanning cut to cut out my butterfly pieces. So I won't have to, you know, take little tiny scissors and cut for hours and hours and hours. All right. Sure, I'll show. I can hear you say, will you show us? Will you show us? Of course, don't I show you everything I do? Always do. So thank you for all your Merry Christmases. Thank you for all of your sweet, loving comments. And I'm so happy that all of you had a nice Christmas too. So, praise the Lord. In the sermon this morning, what did Matthew Hagee say? We must give thanks that this year is almost over. Everybody went, yes! Okay, this is an insert. You all should be able to see the 1-hour video. Winner has been chosen, and that video is live again. And the name of the winner is there. And the winner will have a comment to look at from me. Okay? So the winner's comment will have a comment telling her that she won. And tell her what she needs to do. Okay? So congratulations. I don't want to tell you here because everybody will start saying stuff here, and I don't want you to say it here. I want you to say it over there on the video before this one, okay? Oh, I don't know. I think my next giveaway for the pickles quilt, I think I'll just do that one for 15 minutes. This one had 450 or 480 people to sort and choose from, and it took me forever to look down through all of those names and find the name that YouTube chose. So I think next time maybe just 15 minutes, because it does work. I figured out you can start your video and have your video stop at a certain time, so that worked out good. So otherwise I would have had 10,000 people to choose from. Okay, so Terry came over today and we exchanged our Christmas gifts. And she made me, this is the third one she's made me. I don't know what the proper name for them is, but I think they're called doilies. When we had them, my mom always had them all over the house when we were growing up, and she called them doilies. My mom did not knit, she did not crochet, but she had them. I don't know where they came from. And so Terry has made me 3 now, and I've shown them to you the other years when she's made them for me. And so she snuck over here. Remember when Jerry and I were up there in Oklahoma City seeing doctors? He had to have the shots in his knees. Well, she came over here to my house and she measured my new coffee table in the Joy living room. And so she made me a really pretty, and she looked at my couch and she got a color out of my couches, and she made me this green doily to fit that table. So I took a picture of it with nothing on it and a picture of it with my little brass planter. I told her, I said, I'm going to have to get something prettier now to put on that. I said, the greenery on the green I don't like. I want to have something prettier and put there. I don't know what. We'll figure it out. Next time we go to Hobby Lobby, I'll find something. But I was real surprised. She's been sick, you know. She's had COVID. And so she was way behind on it. She wasn't able to get it done. So she's been well for the last week or more. And so she said for the last 4 days she's been making that for me for Christmas. So check out the pictures. Pretty, huh? Pretty color, pretty doily. I love it. So, I have not found out yet where the winner lives, but this will be going to her just as soon as I find out where she lives and I can get to the post office. So, I hope she really enjoys it when she gets it. Okay, and we'll do the pickles quilt soon. I think I'm saving it for New Year's to do the pickles quilt. Now it's just a, you know, throw it in the washer, throw it in the dryer, wear it, tear it, give it to your baby, whatever you want to do with it. This one's a lot more fancy, and it's not to be used like that. So, anything else I need to tell you? You saw my new. Oh. Down below, when I was editing a while ago, I put some text. Always look for text, because when we're editing, all of us, when we're editing and we're watching ourselves, and I'll say, oh my gosh, I picked that up and showed it to them, and I didn't even tell them where I got it. I didn't even tell them what the name of it was. Do it all the time. So remember, always look in the comments below for more information, descriptions, and links. Okay? So, I am going to link below this amazing iron and that pressing mat that I showed you, okay, earlier in the video. Okay? I don't think there's another thing I need to tell you today. It is dark outside. Jerry went fishing this afternoon. He didn't catch a single fish, but he said he had a great time going out in his boat. And it's now 7 p.m. And last night we watched The Christmas Candle. Thank you for the recommendation. That was a very nice movie. So there must be 100 Christmas movies to watch this year. But I don't want to watch any more Christmas now. I want to watch something different. I don't know what. Something happy. Something that makes you happy when you go to bed at night. And that one last night was like that. It had a real happy ending, so that was nice. It's called The Christmas Candle. I have all these boards marked. They all have my fabric stickers. See my fabric stickers? We know that's from fabrics.com. And I did not get any of my fabric wrap today because Terry came over, and then I had to do that, the drawing and the YouTube stuff. So that'll be what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday, Amazing Monday. It will be the 28th of December. So let's really enjoy what's left of this year. And let's keep believing that our God is greater than whatever else is going on this planet. All right? End of insert. I love you guys. I'll get all my butterflies out. I'll get my scan and cut open. I'll get started on that project. And then I'll be back.